Right now, Governor Stitt has less than 48 hours to decide whether or not he will grant clemency and spare Hancock's life.
And the governor hasn't granted clemency since Julius Jones back in 2021, and that news came minutes before Jones was set to be executed. Our Capitol reporter Haley Wager joining us now live as we wait for the governor's decision. Haley.
Carl, Governor Stitt's office tells us they're still reviewing Hancock's case. This comes as current and previous lawmakers are calling for a moratorium on the death penalty until some serious changes are made.
We can't be taking people's lives who aren't justly guilty of a capital offense.
Oklahoma has executed more people than any other state in the nation. Phillip Hancock will be the 123rd person to be executed since 1976.
There was a moratorium in place back in 2017. That got lifted a couple of years ago, and so here we are with people being executed without having made the necessary reforms to the system.
Andy Lester is a partner at Spencer Fain, but Lester also co-chaired the state's death penalty review committee.
So we studied all aspects of the death penalty.
After a year and a half of digging, the committee came out with a 300-page review in 2017.
We unanimously found that there were too many systemic flaws in the death penalty as it's practiced in Oklahoma. The general recommendation was not to have any executions, to have a moratorium on executions until sufficient reforms had been made.
Lester says basically none of those recommendations have been adopted, yet the executions have continued.
Since we published this report, we have a new governor. We've had 2 new attorneys general.
He's once again pushing for a moratorium on executions until at least some of the 45 changes are made.
There's a place for pretty much everybody in the system to make changes. Let's reform the system and get it right.
And if Stitt does not grant clemency, Hancock is set to be executed on Thursday morning. Live at the Capitol, Haley Wager, Oklahoma's own News 9.